Hey guys, what's up? Today we're taking a quick look at this drafting chair I'm sitting on. We're gonna just take a look at a couple of the features and see if it's any good. Taking a look at the build quality overall, this is definitely a very budget chair. That's not to say it won't do the job, but it is very much on the budget side. This area here where you're sitting, you get very light amount of cushioning. It's kind of thin in my opinion. It's soft. When you're sitting on it, it will thin out quite fast. And then you got this black sort of netted material on top. It does collect dust, and if you have any pets, then we'll get a lot. You will see fur on it. You have the two pieces for your arms, your armrests. They're made of plastic, so they're definitely on the cheaper side. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting my entire body weight on one side, because you can definitely see that it does bend a little bit. They do raise up a little bit, so that's good. If you don't want any armrests, you can put them down, and this is as far back as it goes. For the most part, you're probably going to be using both armrests, especially since this chair is a bit higher. For the backrest, you have this thin netting material. It's a little bit stretchy, but holds its shape. You can't really lean back on it. The entire chair doesn't really give you the ability to lean. For the most part, this is very upright, and that's probably how you're going to be using it anyway if you're using it on a drafting table. So this is as low as the chair will actually go. To give you some reference, I'm about 6'1", and it's about around my torso, and this is intended for a drafting table. So for the most part, you're going to end up wanting to be a little higher than your average chair. That's kind of one of the reasons why it doesn't go any lower. Let's take a look at how high you can actually raise it. So on the side, you can press the lever here and it goes up pretty high. So as you can see, at its highest, you're getting to sit right about here. It is quite high, and again, this is intended really for a drafting table. Taking a closer look at the side, you can see that it's mostly of plastic built. I will say this plastic finish, even though it's a bit matte, it does sort of scratch easier and scuff easier, especially around the back edges and around the curves. So you can expect to get some scuffs and scratches and definitely dust build up as you continue to use this. You can already see a little bit of dust and scuffs here. So this scuff quite easy, maybe something to keep in mind. They do provide these little covers for where the screws are connected. So they do a good job at covering most of the screws that put these together. And then you got this lever here towards the bottom. It's on your right side when you're sitting down, so it's easy to reach. You just pull it up to elevate the chair or lower it, and it's pretty easy to press. And like I mentioned earlier, unfortunately this chair does not lean back, so it's just a matter of going up and down. Taking a look at the bottom part of the chair, you can see the shaft here for lowering and raising the chair, as well as a footrest, and just the base where you have some of the wheels. Now the wheels are black, plastic, and fairly standard. If you've seen wheels on other chairs, then you've pretty much seen these wheels. Pretty standard. The footrest here is pretty sturdy, so it's pretty good build quality and doesn't really feel like it's going to break when you rest your feet on it. You can also adjust it. Right now currently it's set to almost midway. You can raise it to as high as about here, and you can just adjust this knob here to loosen it and then raise it accordingly. Towards the back of the chair, you can see the other side of this netted material. See some more plastic built, and as well as connection where the main piece goes to the arms and the kind of the base of where you end up sitting. On this side, you can actually see that there's two little buttons, one on this side, one on this side. When you press them, you can actually lower this part of the chair so that it's sort of more parallel to this. Like I mentioned earlier, comfort-wise, this isn't the most comfortable chair for a couple reasons. One being the cushioning is kind of thin in my opinion compared to your average chair. So when you sit on it, you kind of feel the metal on the bottom a little bit quicker than you'd like. So it's not super painful or anything. It's just not very comfy. Also, when you're going from standing up to sitting down, definitely feels more firm. That being said, this is a drafting chair meant to go with a drafting desk. For me, I would expect that something that you're going to be sitting long hours in every day to be more on the comfortable side, even if it is meant to uphold your posture. But if you're looking for something that's functional and pretty minimal, this might get the job done. So to give you an idea of the height of the chair, at its lowest height, which is currently this, and it's a little over 2 feet, and you can raise it to its maximum of a little over 2.5 feet. So while this item is on the budget end and does have a few flaws, it does get the job done. And if you're interested, I can post a link in the description. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up, or maybe even subscribing if you want to see future videos. So until next time.